Our first speaker it's his second speech, and so it's the speech where he's supposed to organize your speech. And the name of the title of the speech is "Start in the Attic: Change Your Life." It is Tim Hutchinson.
All right, like you said, start in your attic, change your life. Now, the attic can be any place that you shut the door and you don't want guests to see it. You don't want to see it. You don't like it. It's kind of like that headache that you avoid. It could be the garage. It could be that desk file drawer that's really annoying. It's got all types of stuff in it. I think we all have a place like that in our minds. If so, you're on track with me. Let attic represent that place. It's not specifically the attic. So I have a question. What makes you think shutting the door on those places separates you from the frustration of it? No, I just won't look at it. Raise your hand if you had a dream where you found something that you've been looking for a while, and it was really exciting. Yes, okay, good. Little do you know, in your mind, even though you may not be thinking about it right now, something that you've lost is emotionally important to you. And in the white noise of your background thinking, you may not be thinking about it right now, you still are longing for it. It's like a negative longing feeling that creeps in every once in a while. And then when you go to sleep, it's kind of unlocked and reminded. Oh, I found it in my dream. You wake up, nightmare, I didn't have it. So in the same way, shutting the door on headache in the garage or attic does not separate or end the clutter. What makes you think that clutter in the home or office is not clutter in the mind? Disorganization does not happen on its own. It starts here in everyday decision making. So let's look. Two ways it comes. Number one, because it was given to you. This is where the stuff comes from. Think about this place. What's in there? Oh, it's Grandma's rocking chair. I can't get rid of it. Or so-and-so gave me this hideous plate and they signed it for my anniversary. It was great. I think I'll just leave it in the attic. How many of you kind of feel guilty about throwing stuff away like that? All right, so you hang on to it. And how many of you have friends who come back to you after a couple of years? Do you still have that thing that I gave you? Raise your hand if somebody actually did that. All right. It happens every once in a while. Does it happen a lot? Raise your hand if it happens a lot. No, it doesn't. Because what are you going to say? Oh, yeah, thanks for the plate. It's in my dirty attic with dust all over it. Appreciate it. Not true. So, don't get too connected to the items. Number two, how else do things wind up in those spaces? Because we went shopping, went to the flea market or something like that, and we saw something and went, oh my God, I love this. I need to take this home, and I can do this with this, and da-da-da-da-da. And then you bring it home, set it down, you got to unpack, and I'm going to work on that tomorrow. Next day, you got to wake up, deal with the bills. Kids got to go to school. You got to go to work. An emergency happened, something distracted you. Then, 3 months later, guess what you stumbled upon? Is this your reaction? Oh my God, here it is. I'm so excited I found it. Or is this your reaction? I was going to do that. Raise your hand if it's the second reaction, usually. Am I right? Okay. So what do you do with the You open up the attic, or whatever room it is, with all the other in it, and you throw it in. And you shut the door. But shutting the door doesn't end the that's inside of your mind and weighing upon you. And it should let you know, how can I put it? A doctor knows you have the flu, not because you suddenly die, but because you have symptoms. So clutter is a symptom. So there must be a cure. And there is. Ladies and gentlemen, you need 3 things for fire: air, fuel, and flint or heat. Well, you need 3 things for project completion. You need creativity. Oh my God, I love this. I'm going to make this with that. You need resources. I buy it. I have it. Number 3, you need time. If you don't have one of the 3 components for fire, you don't have fire. If you don't have one of the 3 components for project completion, you don't have a project. So don't let yourself say, I just don't have time. What you're telling me and yourself and the world around you is that you don't have a project. So you open up the door to 100 uhs. They're not projects. They're things you wanted to do but you don't have the time for, which means you cannot do them. I don't mean to impress you. You're doing so many things already in your life. Don't weigh yourself down with the white noise of a background. Too many things we've brought in. So I want to challenge you. To bring fire back into your life, to bring project completion back into your life. The ability to think and live differently is the ability to make decisions with the third aspect of decision making included: time. Well, how do I learn the next time I see that thing I really want to keep or I really want to buy, How do I include that in my thinking so that daily I can stay focused on the projects I want to do and accomplish them? Well, you got to practice. And that room that's, you just created your own gymnasium to practice making decisions with time on the forefront. Open the door to this awful place, the room. Open it, ignore the mountain and the first thing you come to, or open the file cabinet and the first folder you come to, pull it out. Look at it. You had the creativity for it. You also had the resources for it. But now, do you have the time for it? I challenge you each. Take 15 minutes a day. Go to your attic. Pick 5 things and make decisions upon them with time in your decision-making process. Little do you know, you're actually training your mind to next time include time as how you think about things. You're going to change your life. Don't get scared. As you go through this process, you're going to learn a lot about yourself, and you're going to face a monster you don't want to. I'll give a speech, hopefully, on that next time, because you're going to face yourself. Maybe fears you have, issues, frustrations. You're going to find yourself why the clutter got there, why the clutter's here. But that's okay. For now, ladies and gentlemen, why don't you start in the attic, change your life. Thank you, and you're welcome.